Los Angeles Rams 21, 49ers 20. Rams moved to 10-7, and because of this, they get the number 6 seed. I love all of the massive implications in Week 18. So you have Carson Wentz getting the start for the Rams, and it's the Niners are up 20-7, and Carson Wentz leads the comeback.
Not on my watch.
Touchdown to make it 20-13. They miss an extra point, which means Carson Wentz on a 12-yard draw. And I've got a question about Wentz here as we head into the playoffs. 12-yard draw. Wentz scores the touchdown. Rams go for 2 with 5 minutes left. Take the lead. It was Carson Wentz to Tutu Atwell.
That was a really nice throw.
Right? So Carson Wentz to Tutu Atwell was the reason the Rams won, and we got to see Stafford Goff, because the Rams win secures them the 6 seed instead of the 7 seed, and it got us the cooler matchup. So I thought that was exciting. But the Wentz dozer, Sam, 17 carries for 56 yards, Carson Wentz yesterday. I think there's some kneels in there, but they were running him like crazy. Carson Wentz, the Wentz dozer. The Rams break out the Wentz dozer for the playoffs? Do they have a special package for Carson Wentz?
At the very minimum, and this should be not even a question, Carson Wentz should be the Los Angeles Rams' designated sneak quarterback, because Matthew Stafford is the worst quarterback sneaker I've ever seen in my life, and Carson Wentz is pretty good at it and huge. So immediately,
these are some edges that you should exploit.
Immediately make that switch. I don't care if you have a designated Carson Wentz dozer rushing package, but he should be the designated sneak quarterback right now. Do not ever let Matthew Stafford attempt another quarterback sneak.
I just think there's something to think about. I'm going to text Zach and see if they've got a plan. I won't tell anybody. I won't even be here on the show this week to tell anybody. But I'm going to find out if they're going to break out some Wentz dozer and run him a little bit.
Okay. Wentz
had 4 first downs on the ground.
Yeah, Wentz had a pretty good game. I mean, the rushing stuff, the passing was good as well. I mean, that 2-point conversion, high leverage play, that wasn't open. Like, there was a dude all over him, and he threaded that pass in there beautifully. Wentz played really well. Darnold played okay, reasonably well.
Then he fumbled it away at the end.
Yeah, not great when the game's on the line.
But Darnold wanted to see that matchup. He wanted to see Stafford and
he just wanted to see the story.
He wanted to see it. He wanted to see Packers-Cowboys. He knew that was good for the ratings, Packers-Cowboys.
And Carson Wentz was able to get Puka Nacua just enough to break all the rookie records.
Oh, man, they were trying.
I think he had 3 of them right on the line, at least 2.
Yeah.
And he got them, both of them. He only had 4 catches for 41 yards, so he didn't get him much more than he needed, but just
it took him
what he
into
needed.
The second half. They kept trying to force it to him, and I think he dropped one in there. Did he have an actual drop?
It was such a fascinating record.
Yeah, he had 2 drops in there.
We had been talking about it, I think, off the air a while ago, and you're like, was it Jefferson? I was like, it's either Jefferson or Chase.
Who had the rookie receiving yard record.
Yeah. And it wasn't. It was some guy from the 1960s.
And you did some research on
Bill
it.
Groman from 1960 had 1,473 yards in 13 games. So
he still has the real record, because we're sitting here in a 17-game schedule.
Right,
like anybody could break this record.
Absolutely.
Anybody.
Yeah. So when you look at the list, they showed most receiving yards from a rookie. And obviously it's Puka Nacua now. But then it's a bunch of guys that have been in the 17-game schedule. Anquan Boldin in 2003 and Randy Moss. And then Bill Groman in 1960 for the Houston Oilers, who Bill Groman had 2,500 yards and 29 touchdowns in 2 years before wrecking his knee, and then was like never the same guy again. We got robbed of another Randy Moss that we never got to see because he ruined his knee.
What were his listed positions on Pro Football Reference?
Oh, it's like
wide receiver and left end.
Yeah, just end.
I'm just
Back
saying,
when that was a thing.
This guy may have been Randy Moss and J.J. Watt for all we know.
It's true.
Could have been both. Just doubles down as a 2-gap and 5-tech.
Was that in the
5-2 front?
60 would have been the AFL, right? It wasn't even it's not the NFL.
Forget it. You give a lot of credit to the dudes in the 60s playing in like a 6-team league.
I'm just saying. Didn't mind put up some numbers.
Yeah. Anyway, most important thing here is the Rams play the Lions, and I'm excited for that. Niners played guys like Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel, and I think they stayed healthy, right? They had the bye. Sam Darnold played football.
Sam Darnold played football.
Is that it?
Yeah,
Congrats to Puka on the record. It counts. It's real.
Those guys didn't play much anyway. I mean, they had like 10 snaps or whatever.
Yeah. Chris Conley creating big plays for the 49ers.
Chris Conley.
They can unlock anybody. 48-yarder in there.
Ray McLeod, Ronnie Bell. That's who they were trotting out for the most of it.
Yeah.